Hello, hello. Can everybody hear me?
Hello, hello.
Oh my
Can everybody
goodness.
hear me?
I need to mute. Need to mute my computer. Hello. Welcome, Kyle. Is it Kyle? Yeah. Anna Ray is here. Wow, we're checking in from all over the place. Sweden. Hello. Hi, Rosemary and Paula. Loud and clear. Hopefully not too loud. Okay, I don't really know what we're doing. We're going to just create and talk. That's what we're going to do because that's what we do here. So for whatever reason, I'm just really wanting to do ink blending. So that's what we're going to do. I'm just going to get these out. I sprayed these stencils with pixie dust spray. I'll show it to you. It's called pixie spray. And I sprayed one side of them. It's a repositionable adhesive for stencils so that it creates like a light tackiness so that it sticks to your paper. The reason you want to use that, and I'm just going to kind of chat about this stuff really quick before we get started, and then we can chat about other things. The reason I wanted to do that is because these stencils are incredibly delicate and intricate. You see how small the lines are? So if you don't have a little bit of like tackiness to them, they will shift and move. And you don't want that, right? So I'm going to grab some cardstock. And I'm going to cut my cardstock. Hopefully nobody is going to be like, oh my gosh, you're wasting so much cardstock. Trust me, I use my scraps. So I'm going to cut a few pieces of cardstock at 5.5 by 5.5 because my stencil is 6 by 6. And I want to use as much of the stencil space up as possible. Do you know what I'm saying? So we're going to do a few sheets of 5.5 by 5.5. And then we can just sit and chitter chat. I've got this stencil as well. This one is called Snowflake Symphony, but it does kind of look snowflakey, but it could be many things. So there's this one also. So we're going to do some stuff with both. And then we'll see where the day takes us from there, okay? All right, so let me get like 3 cut 5.5 by 5.5. There's a link below the video to you know what, let's do 4. To Honeybee Stamps. That's where these stencils are from. And then I'm going to also grab, you know what, I should really do a link for you guys too, shouldn't I? A supply list link. There's also a link to my free Facebook group if you want to join that. The benefit in joining that, honestly, is just that you'll know when I'm going live. Because I don't really announce it anywhere else, to be honest. So if you want to know when I'm going live, I'm going to make this one 5.5 by 5.5. This is kind of a light baby blue color. This is a Spellbinders cardstock. Spellbinders cardstock is available also at Honeybee Stamps, and it makes beautiful. Let's see, what colors do we want? Let's use this blush color too. It makes beautiful ink blending because the cardstock is really smooth. So I've noticed that ink blending on, this is blush from Spellbinders. Ink. Hi, Sandra. Did you get your package? I hope you did. All right. We may be being a little too ambitious here. We're going to see. Let's start with a white cardstock. So, some tips for great ink blending. Smooth cardstock is always a bonus. A sticky ink mat, blending mat, low tack sticky mat. And then for ones like this that are really intricate, using this pixie spray over them on one side is fantastic. How was everybody's New Year's Eve and New Year's Day and New Year's in general? Everyone have a good one? I am on call right now, so I do want to say, if my phone rings, I will have to abruptly end our YouTube live. So I just want you to be aware of that before we start. Okay. Just thought I'd tell you that. So let's do the housekeeping things. First of all, Wendy, per usual, did not create a link deli, and be prepared because it took me like an hour and a half to figure out what I was doing in here. This is the story of my life. So what I'm going to do is start that link and try to add to it. What is the name of this one? This is the Lace and Loom stencil. So we're going to start with the Lace and Loom stencil. Lace and Loom. And then I'm going to get you that pixie dust spray link as well. I keep calling it pixie dust spray. It's just pixie spray. It's not pixie dust spray, but I can't help myself. Okay, so anyways, onward. What have you guys been up to? How was your New Year? I hope good. And did you make any resolutions? I'm super curious about that. So we can get into all of that as we get creating here. I'm just taking 2 hot seconds to add this link for you guys while you write into me. The other thing is I really encourage for you guys to chat with me as much as possible, because the more you chat with me, the more interactive the whole experience is for us to visit and hang out. So I love it when you ask questions, share information, stuff like that. I just love it. So please feel free. Oh, and we're going to have my little doggy dog barking, I guess. Oh, we got some Nina that we can attach here. Well, that's that one. And let's thank Honeybee Stamps for sponsoring today's video. Thank you, Honeybee. Ma'am, can we not do that, please? The people don't want to hear about your problems. They have enough of their own. Darling dear. Okay. All right, hold on 1 second, guys. 2 seconds. 1 second. All right, anyone have any colors they want me to use on this to start out? Any feelings, thoughts, ideas? Darling, my darling Dixie, can you please stop barking? No barking, lady. No barking. Okay, I'm going to pop the supply list link into our video comment area. and get back to crafting here. Orange. Oh my goodness. Have you guys seen the orange versus purple club? You know? Okay, let me see. What is that magic spray? Yeah, it's called Pixie Spray. So I linked to it. It's in the link. Me and my hubby were home alone on New Year's also. I have no idea what kind of soup that is, Rosemary. Oh, I'm sorry you were under the weather, Paula. Okay, this spray, well, I told you, it's tacky, so it holds it down, so it makes it not move. Orange, pink, and yellow. I love it. Let's do it. Ah, Rosemary says she's not one to make resolutions because she never keeps them. So I too do not like making resolutions. Orange, pink, and yellow. Let me see if I have it in oxides. I don't have very many oxides and I don't have them labeled. So I'm having to pull every single one of them out. But look, we've got carved pumpkin. We've got mustard seed. Let's see if we've got a pink. We should have a pink because I tried. Yep, we've got spun sugar. Okay. I have not played with oxides very much. So I know that they are amazing for ink blending is what I'm told. So let's try them. And I also know we need to use a brush that we're not going to use again in regular ink. Like we can't use a brush in oxides and then turn around and use it in like distress ink or like water-based ink. It will mess up the ink pad. So we don't want to do that. So let me grab, I think I have some old, I have some old Stampin' Up! Brushes that I'm going to grab out really quick to use. This is my last pack of these. So I've got some honeybee blending brushes here, just a bunch of random ones. I have never made the commitment to fully get into oxide inks. So because of that, I have never purchased like separate blending brushes to go with them. I think I'm going to start. What do you guys think? Should I start with the pink, go to orange, yellow? I think so. Or should I go orange, yellow, pink? You guys tell me. Yes, Benita is under a pile of papers. That is Benita. Ray, can I make you? I should make Ray my. Is Miss Deborah here? I thought I saw her, and did I already say hello to her? Orange, yellow, pink. Okay. All right, let's do it. Let's go for it. So this is really only my second time using Distress Oxides. Isn't that fun? Okay. So we've got carved pumpkin. So, okay, so let's talk about this really quick, what I'm doing. Do you see how none of these fine little lines are moving? That is such an important part of being able to use really intricate stencils. You almost can't use an intricate stencil at all without spraying with pixie spray. The other option, there's two options. The other option is using Tombow glue. Put it on a sponge. You know, the green lid glue, Tombow glue. You put it on a sponge, put it on a surface, put it on a sponge, and then you can dab all over the back of the stencil. Works great. It's just a little more messy and way more time consuming. So if you want like quick and easy, grab some pixie spray. Okay, and then spun sugar. I wish I had a brighter pink, like a magenta-y pink, but I don't. This is the only pink I have in oxides. I just don't have very many oxides. I've got like 6. No, that's not true. How many do I have? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I have 10. And basically what I did when I bought them is I bought the rainbow. I was like, let me grab like 1 or 2 of each color. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but this little fella right here is not stuck down. Neither is this one. They're popping up. So are these. So that just means I did not spray those well. So I'm going to be kind of careful right there and hope that things turn out okay. And now I know I need to go back over that area with the pixie spray. Okay, so let me go back into the yellow and I'm going to push it up a little more into the orange to soften that blend. Yeah, I see several areas here that are lifting up a little. That's okay. We're going to hope it works. All right, so that's it. I'm not going to blend anymore. I feel like that's good. Well, I'm lying. I'm going to go just a little more right here. Okay. The reveal. This is the best part. It's like Christmas. Let's see how we did. Oh, yep. See, we have problems. Problems, Will Robinson. Okay. So see right here. Can you guys see how those did not stick down? Now that's not a big deal. I'm going to use it anyway. But isn't that stunning? So that's why it's really important, like the pixie spray, I need to hit it again with a pixie spray. I just didn't do it well enough. So be generous when you spray is what the moral of this story is. But look how perfect and smooth that blending is. It's really unbelievable. Yeah, gorgeous. It is gorgeous. And nobody that you're giving this to is going to notice that. So oxides take longer to dry. So I'm just going to set this one aside and we're going to move on to another one. And I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you how I spray this pixie spray real quick. I need to clean this off. So important information I'm about to give you. I'm going to clean my ink blending mat with cleaner, regular old stamp cleaner. Okay. Cleans right up. You don't want to use alcohol on your mat. So I'm going to get this out of the way. I'm going to bring this in. And I'm going to grab my alcohol spray. And I'm going to use a different chamois, a different microfiber cloth, because I've used alcohol on this. And I'm going to kind of block. And I'm going to just clean this up with rubbing alcohol because it'll come right off And then it also will come off my glass mat beautifully. And I'm having to kind of dab because, again, this is so intricate. See, it's like sticking, little pieces are sticking to my, but then it all just cleans right up. And I still see I have a little bit here going on, so. Just clean it up as best we can. And now let me show you how I do my pixie spray. I have a fairly large box from Amazon. That I'll place it in on the tacky side facing up. And then I'm just going to take this. It does make me nervous. It'll spray. So I'm going to. I hold my breath while I do it because it's not the best smell. And it is a spray adhesive. So I hold my breath while I spray it. And if I can, I spray it outside. And that's it. And then you just let it sit. So I'm going to use my alcohol here and clean this up one more time. Make sure it's nice and clean. And then I'm going to put my alcohol away in a space that I'm not going to accidentally grab it and spray it on any of my photopolymer. Because if you sprayed it on this, it would destroy it. So we don't want to do that. All right, I want to use a solid cardstock and this beauty. And I want to do blues. So let's hope I got enough tacky on this one. Yes, Honeybee carries it. This sticky mat is from Altenew. I got a bigger one because, and now I'm going to take these three guys right here and I'm going to actually set them aside so that I don't make a boo-boo and use those for something. Okay, so let me grab. Let me pick some blues. I think I'm going to go with. What do I want to go with here? Chip Sapphire, Blueprint Sketch, and Salty Ocean. Let's try it. What's the worst case scenario? You know what I'm saying? Okay. So that's Chip Sapphire, and then we're gonna go. You know what? What am I doing here? Let's be real. Let's do things the right way. Okay, now you can see the color I'm using. That's how we're supposed to do things when we're fancy and we can think straight. All right, let me grab one of my blenders. All right, we're going to start. Now, this is not oxide. This is just distress ink. So I'm going to start with Chipped Sapphire, and we're going to do the outside edge first. And we're going to go all the way around. So we're doing things just a little different with this. Instead of just going like straight down and, you know, doing lines, we're going to do it a little differently. We're just playing. We're having so much fun, and we're going to play. And we're going to make something gorgeous when we're done. The fun thing about stencils is they really make you look like if when you give somebody something where you've done like stenciling and ink blending, it is so impressive. it just is so impressive, you know? And I think, you know what I'm going to do? I feel like this is, well, maybe not. This is probably our in-between. I think that, like for myself right now, I'm in a crunch for cards. I need birthday cards. I need thank you cards. And I told you guys this last time when we hung out. I just need all the cards right now. And I don't have a lot of time to craft. So, you know, when you do ink blending and you do a big 5.5-inch piece like we're doing today, you get more bang for your buck. Okay, let me grab my lighter tealy color here, brush, and then we're going to go back over everything one more time. Hey, Trace. Happy Monday. Tracy is in Australia, so it really is Monday for her. I'm not a crazy person. She's fully in Monday today, Monday mode. All right. I do think I may have gotten ink underneath these. And if I did, that's a huge bummerooski. But we're just going to keep rolling with it. Which means I was too heavy-handed. I'm just going to go around the outside one more time with chipped sapphire. And then we're going to pull everything off, I think. And see what it looks like. See how we did. Yep, we definitely have areas where we went underneath the stencil. So again, this could be two issues. One could be I just was too heavy-handed with the ink blending and it seeped under, because you can see right here. Or two, the other option is that, again, not enough pixie spray. So oh, look at that. Ugh, I hate having stuff on my fingers. That really bugs me. So we're going to pixie spray this sucker too and put it back. And then the other one should be dry enough that we can use it again. So we'll set this aside. We're going to pick this up. I find the best way to get them off of these is to just bend the mat in half and then they pop right off. It's not beautiful though. The other thing is I don't know that I would use a piece of blue cardstock again, because you can't really tell that it's blue underneath. You know what I mean? All right, so we're going to clean this part. Isn't that satisfying to watch when you watch it get wiped up? There really is something very satisfying about it. Okay. And I know the last time we hung out, I was a mess. I'm much better. I just was a mess. Sometimes you're a mess. There's no explaining it. Sometimes that happens. You know what I mean? All right, so now I'm going to grab my other dealy bobber here. This is rubbing alcohol. And I'm just going to do this. Oh, look at that. Oh, I'm a different kind of mess today. I really don't like having ink on my hands. Bothers me. So I'm just cleaning up anywhere that I see that's real inky. because what you don't want to have happen is you don't want to have ink get on your next project from the one you just did. You know what I mean? So let me grab that pixie spray and I'm going to go grab that other stencil. Hold on one second. I'll be right back. Holding my breath. All right. This definitely feels stickier. Let's put these away. All right. So let's do another one. And what's another good color combo? Somebody shout out a color combo for me. We're just going to go right. We're going to go on white. Uh-oh, this one's not wanting to stick. Better stick down there, you stinker. We just did pink and orange, so I don't want to do pink, yellow, and orange again. We just did it. Red and turquoise. Purple, orange, and green. Purple, orange, and green are not the best ink blending friends because they will want to make brown when they blend together. Purples and blues. That's okay, Trace. What's your go-to? A red and turquoise. Yeah, because it makes purple in the middle. Okay, so let's just lean into that idea. Let's go. Let me give me a second here. Picking colors. Lumberjack plaid. Like we do. Lumberjack plaid, wilted violet, and salty ocean. All right, we're going to do lumberjack plaid, wilted violet, and salty ocean and see what we get. Let me put these guys away. We could totally do some browns. Hi, Julie. It's been a while since I've seen you around. Well, at least on here, I should say. I should clarify. Okay, we've got our purple. The ink blenders I'm using are from Trinity Stamps. I'll link to those. They are a little pricey, I'm not going to lie, but in my opinion, well worth it. We could totally do some browns. In fact, maybe we'll find a different stencil and do some browns. That could be really pretty. I have some ideas popping in my head with the browns. Okay, let me add a couple of things. So I want to add the other stencil that we just used. That's weird. So I'm gonna add that guy real quick. And then I'm going to add those ink blenders. Okay. Oh my goodness. All right, if you refresh your list that's linked, you'll be able to see those if you're looking for them. Aw, thanks, Julie. You're so sweet. All right, let's get going. So for this one, I think I'm going to go at a diagonal just for funsies. Or, you know what? Or I have another idea. Let's do this instead. We're just going to get wild, crazy and wild. If we do like a little bit here, and then this little feller right here is sticking up. You better quit it. Okay. And then let's come in with some wilted violet. Oops, almost grabbed the wrong thing. Now, for the audience, who wants to explain why we can blend purple, red, and blue so well together? Anyone? Also, I want to make a note so that you guys can see what I'm doing here. I'm going in triangles with these colors. Okay. So we've got red, red, red in a triangle. We've got purple, purple, purple in a triangle. So I'm kind of trying to go in a triangle with my colors. Just for nice visual interest. No real reason. Yes, they are analogous colors. So basically, no, yes. So when a color is next to a color on the color wheel, it will blend together well. So for example, red and green. Red and green are complementary colors. They're not analogous colors. So if you put red and green next to each other, or blend over each other, like I'm doing here with these guys, if you were to blend them over the top of each other, you're going to get brown. Brown is what you're going to get. I think I'm going to add a little more purple. And I feel like as I'm making this, I know whose card this is going to be. I think that this is going to kind of look like a cool tie-dye situation. And there's only one person in my life that I think of when I think of tie-dye. Anyone want to guess? Any hot takes on who you think in my life would be my tie-dye person? Nope, not Miss Deborah. Sister. Yep, Tracy nailed it. Sister. My sissy. She is a tie-dye girl through and through. Yep. Oh, Carolyn. Hi, lady. How are you? Aw. I miss my Georgia girls. All right. So I'm going to pull this up very carefully because it is much more sticky now than it was a little bit ago. Look at that. Is that stunning or what? And we don't have a single spot that we messed up on. Yeah, baby. That is gorgeous. How much do we love this? Okay. Should we do a couple more? Let me go raid my stash because I feel like we should try Thank you for whoever suggested purples and reds and turquoise. I think it was Benita. Was it Benita? Hey, Kelly. Hey, Crafty Tammy. Good to see you. Good to see everybody. So if you're just joining us, we are just doing some fun ink blending, and then we'll make some cards. So again, I'm just dabbing mostly because there's so many little intricate pieces to these stencils that I can't really like rub. I love the smell of rubbing alcohol. Does anyone else like the smell of rubbing alcohol? Okay, now let me show you something that's cool about Honeybee's packaging. I actually like keeping my stencils in here because I've sprayed this with something tacky. So now I can't put this like on paper, or I fear it would like eventually stick. So I'm just placing it on this, and this is like laminated. So it peels right off. Isn't that cool? So I can keep it in this. So this is the Lace and Loom, and I am going to put it back in its bag because I think we're done with this one, and I'm going to go grab another one. I spent one afternoon, a solid half hour or so, spraying all of my stencils. So I've got more that we can use. This is kind of a fun one. Let's see. Hold on, I'm going through them real quick here. Maybe we'll do this one if I feel up to it. Okay, I think that's it, actually. I thought there was another one. Was it smushed down in something? Anybody watch the 49ers Seahawks game besides your girl here? Yeah, it's not going to work. It was bad. It was so bad. We got beat bad. Niners lost. It was a dogfight, though, man. It was a hard-fought game. I'll tell you that right now. We did not give up easily. They didn't get too many points out of us. Hello, Virginia. You watched crime shows. So I don't watch football except for the 49ers. I'm not like oh, Julie, get out of here. Julie, don't make me come for you. Okay, so let's do this one. This feels a very beachy theme to me, like the wind blowing. So I'm going to do, I think I'm going to try to do like light blues. What am I looking for? My mat. I have been a 49ers fan since my grandpa could make me say I love the 49ers. So many years. I remember their heyday, the Joe Montana, Jerry Rice days. I just have such fond memories of watching them play with my grandpa and how excited he would get. So see here, this is lifting up. This isn't going to work. I'm going to have to spray this again with Pixie spray. Sorry, you guys. I guess I didn't get any of these sprayed well enough. You got to really, so you're learning from my mistakes. I'm being very generous with the spray at this point. Okay, so then you know what? We're going to do something I wasn't sure I was going to do, but I'm going to try it. Ooh, this is a crazy stencil from Honeybee. It has 6 stencils in it. It's called Range Scene. I have sprayed them all. They're kind of stuck together. They are numbered. So, and then they have writing on them. So let me get it apart here. Okay, is this the first one? Sky and Details. I don't think this is the first one. Where's the numbers? Maybe they're not numbered, they're just explained. There's a hair, because see that pixie spray. Okay, we're going to try this. I'm nervous. Is this the first one? Range Scene, Fence Posts, and Grass Hill. I don't know what you're supposed to do first. Oh, here we go. Ground Details 1. Oh, no, this still isn't it. Okay, so there's a line. There's like a etched line. So I can see where to line the top of this up at. And I'm just going to, I guess I'm just going to go for it with whichever one. I don't know if there's an order that I'm supposed to go. Oh, Jiminy, though, I've got hairs. Stupid dogs. Hold on. Just kidding. I love my dogs. But there's definitely dog hair here. Because the pixie spray, my dog hairs are stuck. Sorry if that grosses you out. Okay, so this is Range Scene, Ground Details 1. Is there an order you're supposed to do these? Ground Detail 2. Fence Post and Grass Hill. Sky 1. Oh, all right, let's just go for it. I don't know what we're doing. I feel like this would be, give me a second. This is number 2. So this is going to go, okay. So I'm going to do this in kind of a light brown, I think. It does look complicated. Once I get it, this is why I haven't done it, because it kind of intimidated me. So let's try it together and see if we can make it happen. What does it say on the package? It doesn't say. It just said, let me go to the Honeybee website. Hold on. I can feel your nervousness. Okay, this helps seeing it all put together. Okay. All right. Okay. Now I kind of know what I'm doing. All right. So this needs to be a light green. Glad I looked. Thanks for that, Rosemary. Thanks for being like, girl, you better slow your roll and pay attention to what you're doing, because you're about to make a mess. That's what That's what Rosemary's comment really was. Girl, you're about to mess this up. All right, I'm going to use this guy. This is a sage. Even with the spray, these things are still moving. Gosh darn it. So I'm not going back and forth. I am going back and forth. I'm not going in circles because these are moving. And I don't want that. Okay. That does not look fabulous, but it's okay. We're just going to roll with it. We're going to keep going. Okay, then this is what I want to do next. So this is the sky. I mean the for Pete's sakes. There we go. Okay. Okay. Now this is going to be a little bit different green. Okay. So what do I want to do here? This should be a little bit darker. So I'm actually going to use the same green and I'm just going to come in darker with it. This is bundled sage, by the way. If you're wondering what color green this was. It's really pretty. So again, this is the same color that I already put down, but now I'm just doing it more heavy-handed. And up here where there's really thin little stripes, I'm just going in the direction of the stripes versus okay. Look at that. That's pretty. Yeah. Okay, we're getting places. We are going places. Okay, then this guy, once you're looking at the photo, this is actually really easy. It's not complicated. Just to ease your mind. This guy is going to be do I have? Oh yeah, those. Okay. So this green down here, I'm going to come in with, I think I'm going to use Rustic Wilderness just to like have a little bit of variation in green and have it be a little darker. So I used Bundled Sage first, and now we're going to come in with Rustic Wilderness. Oh, you know what I'm going to do? This isn't dark enough. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to do the Rustic Wilderness first. And then I'm going to go back over this with the Bundled Sage and deepen it. So that'll just have given it a couple of layers. And I may even come in with a little bit of black soot on the bottom. Okay, let me go to your comments because I can't see them. Hurry, spring, hurry. I know. Anyone else sick to death of winter already? Because I am over it. We have had what I consider let me clarify what I consider as a harsh winter for California. I recognize that in other parts of the country, the United States, and other places in the world, your winter is actually harsh, and I sound like a whiny baby, and I don't care. That's fine. I can sound like a whiny baby. I don't like winter. It pisses me off. Just rub it in, why don't you, Paula? Okay, so these are fence posts. So now I'm using ground espresso to go into these guys. And I'm really being pretty heavy-handed here with this ink, because I really want them to stand out against the background. Okay. And that's that one. We're going to clean these later. Look at that. Is that not stunning? Oh, why did I put off using this? Do you see what I do to myself? God, I got issues. Okay. So this one, I'm going to wait. I think I'm going to do this one. So this is the Sky and Ground 1. So I'm going to come in here and line this up. Try to line this up. Okay. I got to go look at my picture really quick. Nice, Tammy. Where do you work? Okay, so these ground pieces are a little bit like the mid-tone green. But these, oh no, these are mid-tone, and this is, okay. So now I'm going to come back in with that bundled sage, and I'm going to go for like the mid-tone green color. Not the super dark, not the super light. So we're trying to get this guy right down here. A little bit darker, but not so dark as the very bottom. Whatever brilliant mind thinks this stuff up, I don't know who designed this, but my word. Come on. Okay, now we're going to go Sky. Oops, why am I doing that? So we're going to move the bundled sage. And I'm going to grab Salty Ocean. And I'm going to come in, and we are going to have a bright blue sky. What I'm dreaming of is a bright blue sky. I haven't seen a bright blue sky in days. Days and days and days and days. And I'm not exaggerating. It's been nasty here. I feel like it's been like since sometime in November since I've seen like a really beautiful day. I could be wrong. That part I could be exaggerating on. Okay. Ew, hurricane season. I don't want that. I know, Rosemary. I know. It is a clever stencil, isn't it? Okay, so we're going to pull that off. Now we're going to go to this guy. Now this guy is, oh, there's a hair. Get out of there, hair. this guy is the base of our mountains. I'm having a hard time seeing the etched line. Oh, because it's not up there. Is it up there? It's not up there. Okay, well. So this is the base of our mountains, our mountain range. And that one little strip. And then we've got some other little bits and pieces. That's going to be down too far. Hold on. Okay. Okay. So now this is going to be a little tricky because this area wait a minute now. How do I want to? Oh, that's going to be white. Okay. So this area down here needs to have like a really dark green stripe. So I'm going to grab my Post-it note tape and I'm going to mask off this mountain area. That's open. And then I'm going to ink blend without having to be stressed out. So I'm going to use my bundled sage and I'm going to come in really dark on this area. And all I'm doing, so that I know what to do here, guys, all I'm doing is looking at the website picture. That's it. I'm really not doing anything crazy. Okay. Now we're going to pull that up. Now I'm going to go in with kind of some varying grays, I feel like. Some different grays. Needs to go back up there. All right. And then smoky. Let's use some Lost Shadow and some Hickory Smoke. And I might even use some Black Soot. Okay. I know, you could use it for anything, Jen. Totally. I'm reading your guys' comments. Oh my God, Tracy. 111 Fahrenheit. Thanks, Nicole. Okay. Those are the best inks for blending. I know, I love them. Distress inks are so fun. Okay, so I'm going to start with Lost Shadow. And I'm going to go in and just get the whole mountainside gray. And I think I'm going to need to block off this bottom area here. So I can really get into it. Okay. Are you guys excited to see the reveal of this? I am. Okay. So now we're going to go and really put in some gray. And then I'm going to come in with, I'm so excited. I feel like I can't even move fast enough. Now I'm going to come in with some hickory smoke, because it would be darker at the bottom of the mountain, right? So we're going to do that. We're going to make it darker at the bottom of the mountain. Don't worry, we have details to add. Don't you worry. I'm really struggling to get some hickory smoke here. There we go. I need a bigger brush, but I don't have like a dark gray brush, and I don't want to use my okay, that's good, because I'm going to come back in. I'll come back in with Lost Shadow and soften that out. Oh, Carolyn, I am jealous. That sounds so good. Okay. All right, now I'm going to come in with my black soot. And this is where it'll get really dramatic. And remember, the darker something is, the further away it seems. Okay? That's what pushes something into the background, is when it's dark. So I'm intentionally kind of making this area darker and letting it come lighter as we go this way. All right. And then hopefully this looks good and you're not like, what in the world have you done, lady? All right, we have one more stencil to go. I haven't, let me add it right now. Thank you for saying something, Ray. Ray, can I make you my moderator? Would you be okay with that? Because you're always at my stuff. And then that way you have like a little bit more control in the comments and stuff. Close. Add. Okay, it's there now. You should be able to go see it there. Refresh that link and hopefully it'll be there. And I'll also add my other stuff in a little bit. Okay, now we're going to pull this one off. Ready? Oh, so pretty. Okay, here we go. Next one. Last stencil. I might have to put I got to put my head in here so I can see what I'm doing. Okay, now, here's where things get interesting. This bottom part here. Oh, whoa, I got this. This is way off. Hold on. Sorry, guys. My eyeballs are horrible. Give me just a second. Look at my nasty hair. Okay. I think I'm good now. Crisis averted. Okay. So now we need to grab our ground espresso and we need to finish our fence. That's black soot. This is espresso. So now we're going to make our fence line. And then we have a Real wow factor coming. A real doozy. Because it's sunny out. The sky is bright blue, but we're going to put snow on these mountains. So here we go. Here we go. I have no idea if this is going to work. Just telling you that in advance. We've got pigment ink here. And I do not want, what I don't want to do is smear. So what I'm going to do I not have one? Well, I'm going to use this one. Whatever. It's fine. I've never used this guy. I have these pouncers. And I'm going to pounce it in. I feel like Bob Ross. Just saying. Having a Bob Ross moment. So this is white pigment ink from Honeybee. I love their white pigment ink. It's very juicy and very opaque. Now, I'm going to lay off the white pigment ink down at the bottom here, but I'm going to come in real hard right here at the top of these mountains. Okay. Are you guys ready? Pray for me. Here we go. This could have messed the whole thing up. I don't know. We're going to find out. I may have just messed everything up. I'm nervous. Are you nervous? I'm scared. I'm scared to take it off. Okay. Okay. We're just going to do it. Somebody do a countdown. Somebody do a drum roll. This is our New Year's Eve bash, our countdown. Okay, here we go. What's happening? Oh, I love it. I love it. Oh, look how pretty. Ooh, I feel like it might not have gotten all the spots. Yeah, it didn't. I missed some spots. Okay, I'm going to go back in. I know this is risky. It got them all. It's just some spots were more prominent than others. I should have pounced more over here. Leave it alone. Wendy, leave it alone. Somebody say it. Somebody say, Wendy, leave it alone. Don't do it. OMG. I freaking love it. I love the green. I love that we did like a sagey green instead of like a bright green. Step away from the stencil. Leave it alone. How happy are you guys that we did this? I am obsessed. Okay. And in case you're wondering about these pouncy things, you can't get them anymore. They're no longer available. Sorry about that. But you could use any sponge. Wendy, leave it alone. You guys take my orders very seriously. Okay, let me get it out of the way. I kind of want to make another one now. Ugh, it's 4:15. We can't make another one. We've got to make a finished card. Okay. Well, we could make another one, but we're not going to right now. Now, see, I could sit all day and make those. Like, that was so fun to me. All day. Yes, I said it, all day. Okay, now let me grab my rubbing alcohol. I'm not going to clean all of these up right now. Just because for time, but I'm going to clean this one just because it has pigment ink on it. And I'm not sure if it sat on there, if it would mess it up or something. It probably wouldn't, but just in case, I feel better cleaning this one off. The other ones I can clean. I can just clean anytime. It's fine. Oop, don't mess up your parts and pieces, Windred. Okay, that guy's clean. These guys need to be cleaned, so I'm going to scooch them out of the way. And hopefully I'll remember to clean them. My fingers feel disgusting. I can't stand it. Look what you people do to me. Make me do fun things, and then I have icky, inky hands. Okay. All right. Let's see. I've got ink galore mess over here I need to deal with. These need to be put away. Hold on. Give me 2 seconds to make myself some mental space. I know a lot of you can just craft in any situation. I cannot. Because something's wrong with my brains. Just won't allow it. I got to shut my heater off because I'm cooking like a sinner in church over here. Okay, now we got to make something with this stuff. Oh, you love it to be inky? Ugh. I can't stand it. Ugh. All right, here's what we've made so far. Ta-da! Look at all the fun we had. These are all honeybee stencils, by the way. I'm going to use this on low. I am thinking a broken pinky tendon damage, ring finger jammed. What in the world? Okay. What happened to Lori? I'm just going to do a little bit of heat on these while we chit chat visit time. Just a little bit of chit chat visit time, guys. What do you want to chat about while I do this? I got it on the lowest setting and I'm just kind of Lori, how did you do that? Did she say it earlier and I missed it? So which one's your favorite? Tell me which one's your favorite. Top left, top middle, top right, bottom. Top right and top bottom. Top right. Oh yeah, you guys love this one. It's gorgeous. It really is gorgeous. Bottom. Okay. All right. Well, let's see. I need to go raid my stash now. Hold on. For some stamps and different things. And I think we're just going to focus on man, the rain just will not stop here. It has been relentless today. Okay, there's this one die from Honeybee that is one of my all-time favorites. I'm trying to find it. And I've used it a lot. Where is it? What the heck? Oh, here it is. Found it. I've used it a lot. It's one of my all-time faves. We're going to use that one. And then I have, give me a second. I like that one. Sorry, you guys. Give me a couple seconds here. I didn't know which direction we were going to be going, you know? So I'm having to think on my feet. Okay, so there's this happy birthday die from Honeybee that is, I think it's still around. Let me see. It's an oldie, but I've used it a lot and I love it. Okay, what? How did Lori do this? Oh, you tripped over an air compressor hose, a battery, and hit the pavement. Dang, sister. Aw, Renelle, that's sweet. Oh, good. I'm glad you got it 30% off. Okay. All right. So I'm going to use this print right here for my sister for her birthday card. So let's just do it. Her birthday is in like 18 days or something like that. 23rd, the 23rd. So I'm going to trim this down. First, let's see. How do I want to do this? So that's going to cover up a fair amount of this. Do I want to do something smaller? I have this little mini messages one. Wishing you the happiest day, best wishes, blow out the candles. Happy birthday. Hip hip hooray. I like wishing you the happiest day. What do I want to do? Maybe I want to die cut this. Sorry, guys. This is where the creative process kicks in. I have to think through all the things. What if I die cut? Oh my gosh, Paula, that's awesome. Okay, I think I'm going to die cut it like this. Good for you for treating yourself. I really went on a, some people go on benders with alcohol. I go on benders shopping for craft supplies. And I went on one over Black Friday, so I haven't bought anything since then because I was out of control. Okay, so there's that. And then we'll die cut this bigger one. Out of like a purple. I know I have a dark purple right here. Yep. Don't ask me what color this is. It's from Spellbinders. And I do not know the color. Oh, what's that? Little humdinger. Oh, this is from my planner. I was decorating my planner and doing fun stuff to it. Okay. What's everyone having for dinner tonight? Or if you've already had dinner, what did you have? I'm trying to decide what I want to do. A no spend year? That ain't gonna last, sister. You out of your mind. I give you till February. Oh, taco soup. I thought about making taco soup. So, let me tell you my boring information. I have high cholesterol. I've had it for a while. I've got to get it under control. I think I'm going to start medicines and try to then go off of them because I haven't been on them. So my goal is to take them to get it down, work really hard to get it down on my own, and then go off of them. I'm really annoyed about it and upset about it because I consider myself young. I'm 44. I'll be 45 really soon. But I'm 44 and it really upsets me. And I'm not like, it's just hereditary. My grandmother had high cholesterol, my mom, my dad. It's just been a thing. So it's upsetting to me though. And so I was thinking I could make taco soup, but with ground turkey instead of ground beef. Do you think that would be better? I did a bunch of Googling and reading about what I should be eating, and it's basically boring food. That's what I'm supposed to eat. What the heck? Hey, sweet Sarah. Okay, so this card is almost done. This is for sister. She's going to love it because it's her vibe. Let me get a card base. Where's my Nina? That's not Nina. This is Nina. Nina, Bobina. Okay. I'm going to score this at 5.5. And then cut at 4.25. Ooh, I think I need to replace my blade. That was not pretty. Hold on. Oops, wrong drawer. I need to put a new blade in real quick. Try and clean out the track. How do I do that? Oh, it is dirty. Ew, that's gross. Why is the track of my trimmer dirty? How do I clean that? It's like super skinny. Okay. Use a pick down the track. Pokey tool tip. Okay. No, a Q-tip ain't getting in there, Bonita. There ain't no way. Let me try. I worked out yesterday. I'm back on my working out. Oh, this is disgusting. Oh my God, this is gross. Why is there so much gunk in there? Ew. Yuck. That worked. It's clean as a whistle now. Okay. Let me get this back going. My little, because I'm using it. Yeah, I know. All right. This goes on the front of here. I'm using my giant, this thing is probably 20, no, maybe. This thing is at least 12 years old, at least. I've had it forever. Excuse me. Oh, that's off. Dang it. Shoot. This is why you use liquid glue right here. Ugh. So that you get a wiggle, a minute to wiggle. Okay, that's good. All right, that's better. Bless. Oh, thank you. Oh my gosh, I'm getting sleepy. Okay. I don't have die cuts for these. Shoot. Let me get a different sentiment set that has dies. Hold on. Give me a second. 2 seconds. Oh, this is a good one. There's just a little happy birthday sentiment in here. That's perfect. This is the Nailed It stamp set from Honeybee. And I'm going to grab this. I just want simplicity. Maybe it's the new year that has me reaching for simplicity, but that's really all I want. Simplicity and joy. Okay. 1:40 a.m. Ew. Girl, go to bed. Watch the replay. But I love it that you're here. I'm so happy all of you are here. Thank you for spending time with me today. Okay, let's see. Alt new. That's a granddaddy of a tape runner. Where the heck did you get it? Where do you get refills? I got it on Amazon. I'll link to it. You do have to refill it. The refills are pretty inexpensive. One more. But it is a monstrosity. That's why you don't see it on here very often, because it's huge and kind of obnoxious, if I'm being honest. Yeah, that's dedication, Benita. Benita wins the prize for my most dedicated YouTube live watcher. Right next to Ray. Ray's always here too. Paula's here all the time too. I can't. Miss Deborah's always here. I can't have favorites. It would be like saying pick your favorite kid. You can't. Except I only have one kid, so I actually can just say that my Macy's my favorite. See how that worked out? Thank you for the hearts. You guys are so sweet. I do have a lot of dedicators. I do. Let's see. Which, I think it might be, no, it's probably this one. Did I pick it right? Nope. It's this one. Yep. Who has ink on their knuckle? That's disgusting. Oh, I cannot wait to wash my hands. Okay. Bad enough that I have black nail polish on. I had to wear black nail polish for my 49er game. You know what I'm saying? Had to do it. Aha, Lori, that's funny. It is fun to be here live. I agree, Crafty Tammy. You better stop it, Ray. Be laughing at my knuckles. Do you guys think I should save these for something? Is this all every crafter in the world? Well, let's see. I should save this to do. I could put a strip along the inside on here, huh? Let's do it. Okay. Okay. Yeah, I don't want to waste this. I'm going to use the piece that has all the colors. Ooh, I better not cut that far. There we go. Okay, now we'll do another strip this way. And then we'll cut it off this way. Tell me you're a crafter without telling me you're a crafter. Should I save every single piece of paper that I've ever touched? Yes, of course you should. Okay. This is why we use liquid glue. So I could wiggle it around a little. Oh, a strip on the back of the envelope would be nice. Okay, now we got to add the happy birthday. Are we thinking just right in the middle, which I never do? Does it get lost? Do we need a little strip of cardstock? I think we might need a little strip of cardstock. I feel like it gets a little bit lost. Just a touch. So I have an idea. We'll try it. Okay. I'm going to try this and see how it looks. I don't want to do too much because if I do too much, that's too long. Then it takes away from the ink blended design, you know? But if we did something like this, Maybe it needs to be a thicker strip because this doesn't really fit. Hold on. Yeah, vellum might work. We could try some vellum. Give me a second. Let me work this out first. Let me work out this idea. And if this idea doesn't work, ooh, we could just do this right in the center. Oh, that kind of looks cool. That kind of looks cool. Yep. And then add some gems. What about that? What do you guys think? That looks way better. Okay, let's do this. Does everyone feel good about that? Okay. Yep. We know what we're doing. We know what we're doing, people. We don't need anybody else's input outside of this group. Okay. So let's put this on some sort of foam tape first and foremost, like any decent human would do. Have to have some dimension. So my husband is working. He got called into work at 5 a.m. He's on call. And my daughter is where? Where do you think my daughter is? Anyone want to make a guess? If you've been around here for any length of time, I bet you're going to be able to guess. Yep, the boyfriend's house. Nailed it. How did you know? How did you know? They're going out to dinner tomorrow night because it's their anniversary. They're so cute. Young love. It is such a fun thing to watch. At the barn is another good guess, Renelle, but it's pouring rain here right now. So where there's less hanging out at the barn and more hanging out with the boyfriend. I wish she would have gone by the barn today to check in on her horsey. I mean, there's lots of people there. Her horse is fine, but there has been a little, not quite as much checking in on her horsey as I would like with the development of the boyfriend. You know what I'm saying? But she'll calm down and she'll go over there more and stuff. It's all new. The boyfriend thing's all new. So, y'all know how that is. So I don't know why I'm going so hard on the purple with this card because my sister she's really not like a purple girl, but whatever. It just, for some reason, it's hitting me. I could save this for my friend Jenny. She is a huge purple lover. The rain stopped. Holy bananas. I can almost hear myself think. Okay. That's it. That's that one. You guys have time to do one more? Because we could do one more card really quick. Let's do this guy. I can't stand to cut this one apart. I don't think I can. So I think what I'm going to do is cut it down to, it's 5.5 by 5. So I think I'm going to cut it down to like, it's 5.5 by 5.5, I mean. So if I cut it to 5.25, by 5.25. Wow, it's crazy how quiet it just got here so fast when it quit raining. I mean, it's like, seems like it's silent now. Okay. It deserves a picture frame. Okay, so now it's 5.25 by 5.25. So I'm going to mat it in black cardstock. At 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. Wow, I did not realize how loud that rain was until it stopped. That was crazy. Okay, 5 3/8 by 5 3/8. And I know, I actually have a cow dye I could totally put on here, but it's going to take, it will take quite a while to build. So we may not finish this card. We may just kind of get the base idea of what it's going to be like. And then maybe I'll finish it later when I can put something in the field, because I also have a horse. I've got lots of things I could put in the field. Okay, so now this piece, this is my Nina Solar White. So I'm going to cut this at 5.5. This is my 110 pound. So I'm going to do one that is 5.5 by 6. And then I'm going to score it at 1/2 inch. And then I'm going to do this piece at 5.5 by 5.5. It's raining again. Didn't take long. Okay. So this piece is going to get scored and folded. Okay. Ray, did you tell, oh, I'm pushing buttons. Ray, did you tell me I could make you a moderator? Where is she? There she is. I'm just going to do it. Okay, done. There. Now if somebody's being naughty in the chat, Ray can kick them out. I've been meaning to have somebody be a moderator for a while. I'm doing this wrong. Okay, this needs to go here like this. So this actually needs to be trimmed down just a scotch. A scotch is not even a measurement. You know what I mean? It's an insignificant amount. Yep, perfect. Okay, so we're going to put double-sided ultra mega sticky tear tape on this. So anyway, my husband's on call. I'm on call. School starts back tomorrow. My kid's been out of school for like 2 weeks. The boyfriend was here last night visiting, and he's like, are we still going to hang out when school goes back? Like, he's really worried about not getting as much Macy time. It's very cute. She's like, yes, we'll still hang out. Okay. Now I can see that I've got a little piece sticking out here at the bottom. I don't like that. So I think I'm going to be brave and try to trim the bottom of this ever so slightly. And it worked. That made me happy. You know what? I've been journaling for a while now. And in my journal, I write a happy moment for the day, like a little bright spot in my day, something that made me happy. Do you know what? Tonight, when I journal, I'm going to write that this was my happy moment, us hanging out. I need hockey spasm for honeybee products. She is right on it. Okay, let's see. And then we are just going to get this as close as we can to centered. God, why did I not use? There, it's good. Okay, so there's our card base. And then look at this sentiment set. I'm going to add it right now when we're talking about it because it's, what was the other thing I said I was going to add and I didn't know if Honeybee still had it because it's old. Let's see. There was something else I told you guys I was going to add. This stamp set is only $10, $10.95. So I guess $11. I think it's in my collection already. I don't think I have to. Yep. I don't know why it does this. Sometimes with Honeybee, the images get removed when I go to add them, and then I have to re-add them. It's really weird. Okay. Yay, Ray. Ray looks good in blue. Yeah, love you to the barn and back. So this set is so cute. It says, country roads take me home. May God bless your home. It is well with my soul. Praise God from whom all blessings flow. God is my refuge, praying for you. May God bless your home. Love you to the barn and back. So I think this is just really cute. But the one that I feel like goes really good with this card is Country Roads Take Me Home. Or Praise God from whom all blessings flow. But here's my question. What type of card are you giving if it says Country Roads Take Me Home? Like, is that a birthday card? Is that a sympathy card? Is that a, and I do, by the way, feel like this would work well for a sympathy card. It's got that vibe. But like, what do I give it as? Like, it's just, I don't know. Am I overthinking it? Because I have another card that I made with Honeybee. Let me show you. And it has the Country Roads Take Me Home sentiment. And I made this a bazillion years ago. And I've never used it because I'm like, I don't know what to give this for. This is one of my favorite cards I've ever made, actually. Isn't that beautiful? Now I'm trying to remember how I made it shiny. I think I used, I don't remember. It's an oldie. I've had this card forever. And I use that sentiment, and I've never given the card away because I'm like, I don't know what to use it for. Yeah, I guess if somebody bought a house. See, I feel like the sentiment is very limiting. You can give it to me. I feel like the sentiment is very limiting. So I feel like it fits the scene, but I'm not 100% sure that it works for just anything. Maybe I should just leave it blank and not stress about it. And just wait until something comes to me. What do you guys think? I think that's a good idea. I think we could possibly be in the zone of overthinking at this point, is what's happening. Yep, leave it blank for now. I love you guys. You guys just know me. You're like, just, it'll come to you. It'll be fine. So we finished one card. We got close on another card. And then we have two other fun things. And then I still have these from last session when I was a broken mess. Actually, this would be, actually, one of these would be really pretty die cut and done something. So I have these, and I have this guy that we didn't do anything. We never finished. I didn't do anything else with them after we hung out. I have not crafted since the last time we crafted together. We did so much today. It's 5 o'clock. We've been at this for 2 hours. So I'm just saying. Yeah, totally. You're right. A horse person or somebody, you could use that Country Roads Take Me Home for any occasion. I love that idea. It's 2 a.m., Benita. You need to go to bed, honey. Okay, we did so much. We accomplished a lot. And we will craft again very soon, probably next Sunday. I have you scheduled for next Sunday. Every week, I think I'm going to get to craft with you more than once in the week, and then it never happens. So I'm trying to do every Sunday at 3 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. That's what I'm trying to do. But I haven't really made that an announcement and said a for sure, because I'm in the stage of life where if I don't want to go live or if I have something come up, like family, then that's going to take my priority. But it seems to be working out pretty much for me to go live on Sundays. Like tonight's a great night because nobody's home. I'm just here by myself. If you are so inclined to shop with Honeybee, I would love it if you would use my link. I understand if you don't want to, but it does let them know that you saw the product on my channel, and it lets them know that you liked what you saw. So, but that's okay if you don't. It's not a big deal. It's just, I'm going to throw it out there because why not? And I appreciate you all and love you all. And I will catch you next week. And thank you, Ray, for being willing to be my moderator. She's probably like, what does that even mean? Just kick people out if they're naughty and you can answer questions like you've already been doing. But now it makes you look all official with your blue wording. Thank you guys for being here so much. I appreciate everybody. And I will catch you in the next video. Good night, everyone. Happy 2026.